My name is Valerie Lopez. I've been a client at NSP for about 3 years. I currently live in the Bronx, but my family is from Puerto Rico. I have 4 children, 2 of them here today, and my mom is here. Tonight, I'm about to have another addition to my family, which is my grandson. His name is going to be Jaden. I was introduced to NSP from my cousin Tramel, who has successfully changed his life around with the help of the volunteers at NSP. Trey came into NSP for employment. That's how I was introduced to the program. At the time, I was on public assistance. I came to NSP looking for employment. Through my interactions with Shannon Murphy, I was able to find that NSP provided more resources to the community to just help with the employment. Since that time, 3 years ago, I found myself in a very horrible situation. I have Section 8, my apartment failed inspection. Because it needed repairs that were unsafe for my children, the inspection did not pass. Because it did not pass and it did not look perfect, means that the landlord either had to make the repairs needed or give me the option to move through an emergency transfer. I was not able to find an apartment at the time allowed to get the transfer. So I was doing this process on my own. At the time, I didn't know that NSP did more than just resume writing and employment. My apartment failed inspection 3 times. Each time there was another repair that had to be made. Underlying all of this was that the extra rent that was supposed to be paid was owed by me. Although I did not sign a lease and the repairs were not made, it was my responsibility to pay the excess rent. The judge sided with the landlord, which meant that I was responsible for now paying $1,867 in back rent, none of which I had. At this time, I was frantic, I was scared. I felt I just kind of was thrown into a mosh pit. I was in a cage with a bunch of starving dogs. I was angry and confused at public assistance, Section 8, my landlord. There was no communication between any of them. And I felt like I was the one who was losing out in this whole situation, as if everyone was against me. Even worse, it was more than just me. It was my family and my children. And although I knew who to call, I wasn't mentally capable of speaking. I was just angry all the time, and I just got tired of hearing excuses from all of them. Not listening to me, not helping me. That's really where NSP came in, and I began meeting with Jeff. Jeff made phone calls, and through networking, he was able to find financial resources to help me pay the back rent of almost $2,000. That gave me the opportunity to stay in the apartment where I was, and my kids would not become homeless. I was able to keep the job I enjoyed. The problem I found with public assistance and Section 8 was that they didn't give me a voice. They always gave you the minimum information, and I always felt pushed off onto someone else. I mean, I have the knowledge and I have the education to get the situation fixed, but the feelings within are the fact that I had no idea what was going to happen to me or to my children made it difficult for me to communicate to the outside world. Sometimes you need someone not to walk in front of you or behind you, but just right beside you. And that's really what NSP did for me. NSP didn't judge who I was, where I came from, or even the situation I was in. They just listened and did the best they could to lead me in the right direction. For me, it helped me get my opinion and my side of the story across without hostility. NSP didn't see me as a Section 8 client, but as an individual who needed the help, and I am very grateful. NSP really provides an essential service to the community. A lot of people do not have phones. They do not have a resume. Some of them do not even know how to write a resume. Many do not speak English and face immigration problems. They do not understand until they speak to the people who are willing to listen to them. NSP gives the resources you need, the support you need, and the empowerment you need to get what you need done. When all this Section 8 and housing stuff was happening, I was part of the Parents Association at my children's school, PS 46. Since then, I have become employed with the Department of Education and work part-time at their school. I am currently facing some difficulties as the time allotted to me to find a Section 8 apartment has run out, and the finances are really difficult for my family. But I've gotten through stuff like this before and hope that NSP once again will provide me with the caring help they did before. I'm going to need NSP step by step with me again, continuing to give me the support and resources for future references. If you have the knowledge, then you have the power. Thank you very much, NSP, for helping me, and thank you for the opportunity to speak with you all today.